going on, family? This is G and Tina with the Black Business Click, and you're tuned in right now to the Black Business Click podcast. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for listening, for tuning in. This is episode 1 of our podcast, so this is real special. I'm real excited. I like to introduce again my special wife. I'm not gonna say the co-host. She is the host with the most.
Right. Yeah.
But that's Miss Tina. Miss Tina Yard, Miss T, as some people like to call her. So we here, babe.
Yeah, we here.
We doing this. This is episode 1. Really excited for everybody for just tuning in, for being a part of this journey.
Major shout out to everybody, our friends, our family, people who've been rocking with us since the very beginning and just continuing to support us. All of our clients.
All of them.
All of you guys, y'all family.
And I'm not even going to say clients, right? Because that's the click. That's the reason why we're doing this. This is the family. This is the unit that we're building. We're real serious when we really say that we really want to build a black business empire. It's more than just, promotion. It's more than just, hey, support this company, support that company. But this is a unit, man. This is a big networking party that we're doing. And one of the things that I really enjoy most is that, for one, everyone shows so much love. You get a lot of love from the family, but it's nothing like going to a different city or state and you always have somebody that you can reach out to, somebody that you could support, and somebody that you could bless their day and keep that dollar circulating. So a lot of beautiful and wonderful things has come from this, and we're extremely appreciative to everybody that's been rocking with us.
Today we are burning our candles from the Keith Clark collection. You guys gotta check out Keith Clark and his amazing candles. One thing I really liked about the candles, even though they smell like they're strong in scent, it's very light. It does not trigger your allergies. The candles are made with beeswax and coconut oil, so it actually purifies the air and it doesn't trigger any respiratory issues for me. And that was one thing I really enjoyed unboxing. The candles smelled phenomenal. They smelled great. Probably, for sure, one of the best candles I've ever had. For sure, I'm going to say top 3. And one thing I really liked is that the candles are handmade. Everything that Keith Clark makes is handmade. Incense, oils, body butter, body wash. Keeping in mind our melanated skin, so targeting problem issues that we often tend to have, whether that's acne, eczema, and obviously aromatherapy, right? A lot of people in our community are dealing with different mental health issues, anxiety, depression, as well as physical issues, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and a lot of the scents and natural oils and things that he used help target a lot of those challenging areas for us. So shout out to Keith Clark. You guys make sure that you go follow and like Keith Clark collection. Make sure you check him out in your app store, the Google Play Store. He does have an app so that you can get $15 off. And remember, if you use BBClick20, you can get 20% off of your purchase as well.
What's up, family? This is G with the Black Business Click, and I want to take some time to give a special shout out to our girl, East Oakland Stand Up, the First Lady of Flavor One Radio, DJ iSpark 510. That's DJ iSpark 510. Make sure y'all go follow, show some love.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you can be notified when we post new videos.
What's up, family? This is G with the Black Business Click podcast. Let's get into some black news.
Hey y'all, our girl over there, Drinks by Explosive, got an explosive sale all the month of May. $4 Tuesday. Every Tuesday is $4 Tuesday, where you can purchase your 16-ounce bottle of lemonade with 2 featured flavors. And she's also dropping a candle this month.
All right, shouts out to Drinks by Explosive. Also, make sure you check out the Keith Clark collection. He'll be adding an additional 20% off your entire order when you use the special code BBClick20. That's BBCLIQUE20. zero. Also, we want you to take a look at Tracy Ambrose Wraps. She wants to let everyone know that she is now being sold at the Soul Folk Store in Leimert Park. The address to that is going to be 4317 Degnan Boulevard in Los Angeles. This is G with the Black News. I want to welcome everybody for tuning in. This is episode 1 of the Black Business Click podcast. And we're really excited. We're really blessed. We're really fortunate, to have this opportunity. I'm just excited to share it with Wifey. I'm excited to share it with you all, as listeners, as viewers, and we appreciate everyone being along the ride for this journey. It's going to be fun. It's going to be action packed, and make sure you stay tuned. We're going to drop some gems from episodes. We're going to share Black business. We're going to promote Black business. We're going to promote Black wealth, Black love, Black entertainment, Black empowerment, Black everything, all with positivity. We went back and forth with the topic a couple of times, and Wifey really wanted us to stay true to who we are, which is the Black Business Click. Why don't we focus on business? So I definitely think that was an excellent way to bring in this series of our podcast. This is going to be season 1 of multiple seasons with multiple episodes. So we're going to start off today with starting a Black business. Let's start from ground one, because we're all at different levels of this entrepreneurship. We still have people that's on the sidelines still doing their research before they decide to take the leap. We have beginners, as far as like beginning entrepreneurs. We have novice, some people that's done it a little bit, and we have people at the advanced level. So we wanted to provide some type of information that could be useful to everybody. So we're going to start from ground zero, and what that is how to start your actual business from our perspective.
Right, because we're not experts either. We're kind of, I guess, still in the beginning phases of building our brand.
Right.
Figuring things out for ourselves and putting ourselves in the best position possible to keep moving forward, And I think that's the beauty of it, because a lot of our friends that have been on the fence been reaching out to us wanting to know, how did we get started? What do we do? Where did we begin? Mm-hmm. And I think it all goes back to our why.
Yep.
That's kind of how we got started. We got started in a car on the commute, figuring out like, dang, how are we going to be able to really promote a hidden gem? Mm-hmm. How are we going to be able to reach our people? Ideally we like to reach them by the masses, but I mean, even if we just touch 1 or 2 lives,
right,
at least we've done our part in making sure our people got the information, making sure that we're rallying, together.
Mm-hmm. So it starts with your why. Why do you have a why? Why are you doing this? And, just to kind of piggyback off of that, what problem are you trying to solve? I feel like that's the biggest point of any business. When you jump into entrepreneurship, there has to be a problem out there for you to solve. And it's one that we noticed. And it's real funny to me because we discussed this with not followers, but some of the king and queens, the family that follows us. It's a lot of Black business promotion accounts out there on IG, and oftentimes it's just spam after spam after spam after spam. And it's funny because somebody was mentioning that one of them didn't even speak English. So we're like, damn, okay, so they just trying to manipulate the system, just trying to get you for your money. And they're not really true and authentic about, Black empowerment, about Black love, Black business. Mm-hmm. So what we wanted to do was kind of fill that void, right, and at the same time provide useful information.
Yeah, and it's crazy because we saw so many accounts. They had 330,000 followers, right, but there's no likes. There is no engagement on their post or anything like that. And I think that's what really sets us apart from everybody else. Everyone is family. It's all love. So, everybody's showing that support. Everybody is not only supporting each other, but, the movement itself. So it's different than what was already there.
Absolutely. And we like to kind of treat it as like our personal page mixed with a little bit of business, as raw, as real, as uncut. And you're going through this journey with us. We're not experts in entrepreneurship and business by any means, but we're growing. And we're just trying to take those minimal steps. So as we go along for this journey, you're going to go along with us. And that's something that we didn't notice in the market. We didn't want to just offer promotion on IG. You know, we wanted to offer promotion via podcasts. We want to offer promotion, you know, in any way, shape, or form. We wanted to do pop-up shops. That's still something that we have in the pipeline that we're working on. We wanted to share information, drop gems. You know, we're really big on, like we said, Black love. We're a young married couple that's trying to make it as far as in this world of entrepreneurship. We're parents at the same time. So that's something that we want to give game to and also touch and talk to you guys. So I'm sure it's a lot of parents out there listening to us and we want information. You know, we want some advice on, you know, how you're making it work and vice versa. You know, it's all about just giving back. And I think that's one of the great things about why we decided to do this and why a lot of people follow us. Mm-hmm. It's genuine, first and foremost.
Right. And I feel like, too, you know, just moving along in that process, it allows you to really be able to highlight who your target audience is going to be. You know, once you know your why, what's your purpose behind it, what problem, you know, okay, well, who has this problem? Mm-hmm. That's going to be the people that we target right there. And obviously for us, you know, it was our people. It was Black people. You know, we really want to circulate those Black dollars. You know, we really want to support one another and have a platform that allow us to do that easily.
And then also just from a networking perspective. And I think that's one of the beauties about us starting Black Business Clique is because now we've built such a base of love, a base of family, a network. When we're in LA, when we're in San Diego, when we're in Florida, when we're in New York, no matter where we are, we're going to have somebody that we've reached, that we touched, that we probably did promotion for, that we can show love to and pull up on them and support them, support their brand. And I'm sure it's vice versa. You know, when they come our way, it's love. And I think that's one of the beauties about doing this is because, again, we're keeping the dollar circulating, but we're showing love to our people. And we got to make it a habit to whenever you get that paycheck, show love. You know, not saying spend with us. You don't have to. Of course, we would love for you to do. But there's so many other great businesses out there that touch so many different people and that are experts in their particular field. They need that love too. You know, a lot of services, a lot of goods. So that's why we're here. So again, we touched on, you know, you want to make sure that you have your why. What problem are you trying to solve? Who's your target audience? Are you networking? I think too, you got to come down with the name. What's the name of your business? What's the name of your service? I think that goes a long way. You want to make sure that it's relevant from a certain perspective to what you're doing, the product that you're offering, the service that you're offering. You want to make it easy on the eye so people know when I see that, I know what they do. I want to hit them up. I want to support them.
It's just as important as the product or service that you're going to be providing realistically, if you think about it, But, and I say that because, again, that's the first thing people see, the first thing that they hear. You know, they hear your business name. So you want it to be something catchy, you know, and again, you wanted to, I guess, give a quick glimpse as to what you do, like you mentioned.
Totally. So once you have that, what about, I think now it's time to discuss a product, right? Let's discuss a service. You have that information. How do we apply it to put it out there into the world, you know, to kind of see how it's going to be receptive? You know, what are we going to do? What are we going to focus on? What do we want to give the people? And that's a product. And I think, you know, you have to do your due diligence. You have to do your research to find out exactly what it is. And some of the biggest points as far as deciding that is sourcing your product. Where are you going to go to find that? Where are you going to go? Are you going to need a manufacturer? Are you going to need a vendor? You know, who's going to make this for you? And if it's a service, have you done your research to see what particular tools that you're going to need to apply this service and to bring it to fruition? So, I mean, that all goes a long way. So make sure you do that. And then also, babe, I think this is a big one that a lot of people don't even realize. And a lot of people, if you're like me, you're going to jump out the gate running. But one of the great things that I love about my wife is that she slows me down. Slow down. Pump your brakes.
Most of the time that doesn't work, but
nah, I don't.
I try. I try, y'all. I do.
And the reason why I brought that up is because you want to have a plan. You want to have a business plan to be more specific. And that business plan should incorporate a lot of different aspects, the ins and outs of your business, what you're trying to accomplish, And just to be a little specific, you want to have market analytics. You want to know what that market looks like that you're trying to tap into. You want to know about your competitors. You want to know about your customers. What do they want? What do they tend to? What do they like? Even from us, I think we now have a good grasp on the kind of content that our audience kind of caters more to. And we want to cater to that. Even let's say that, a bulk of your followers are women. Okay, hey, you might want to cater toward the women, right? You want to cater to the ladies, make sure they're happy. If they're in a particular demographic as far as like age, location, cater to that, massage that. But if you don't do the necessary research and gather that information, you're never going to know. All right, so we touched on quite a few things, but what about business structure, right? What about the formation of your business? How are you going to set that up? What does that look like? I think Babe's an expert on that. Me, again, I like to move forward.
Not.
Okay, we're not an expert, but you got a lot of good information about that. You're more advanced and savvy when it comes to that than I am.
But that's only because that's just as important as your product or service or anything else. You want to make sure that in the beginning you're setting that foundation as to how you're going to move forward. You want to make sure that you have the proper licensing, the proper permits and things that you need to operate your business. You want to make sure that, from start to finish, everything is done. Just like financing, opening your bank account, making sure that, from the beginning, paying for, like you mentioned, your tools that you need to start selling your product or your service or providing that service or whatever it is that you do. You want to make sure that everything is set in stone. So you're using everything from that business account. So that way, if you do have an LLC or another type of organization, your personal assets aren't attached at all. Because even though you have an LLC, if you're still using your personal accounts, one can argue in court that this is, in fact, a sole proprietorship, So there's so many different loopholes and things that you want to make sure that you avoid having any issues moving forward. You want to make sure that everything, your structure is set in stone from the very beginning before you start conducting business. And part of that is financing your business. Is that going to be through credit? Are you going to have investors or other partners supporting you? What does that look like? And it's always nice to use credit because now you're generating income using somebody else's money.
Right. And that's one of the things that I really learned in my journey as an entrepreneur is being good at utilizing other people's money. And this is where business credit comes in. Especially if you have a particular product, you source that product, you know exactly where you want to go to make that purchase, and you buy it wholesale on credit, right? And then you resell it at retail value. So that's 100% flip right there. That's what you want to do, and you want to get real savvy. But it all starts with that business credit, getting that EIN number, and going from there. And that's probably something that we're going to touch on and go in a little bit more detail with in a future show, because we can't stress to you how important that is. Again, living off of something that they provided for you and you flipping that and turn that into an income.
Right. I don't know. I think even the branding and marketing, and it's crazy because, once you think about it, you try to go in order, like, okay, I think we need to come up with a product, or we need to figure out our why, or we need to start on a business plan. All these things are as equally as important. That's why I guess we say it's subjective as to where you start or how you start your business.
Right. It's no particular order to this. You just do what works best for you. And again, it might be coming up with a name. It might be what's your why. It might be what problem are you trying to solve. But as long as you start somewhere, that's the most important thing, just taking that leap.
And at least thinking about that branding process. Again, your name, your logo, those are things that you want to put a lot of thought into. You want to seek out support in that area. If that isn't, a strength of yours, make sure you spend some time with your graphic designer so they kind of get to know you and get to know your brand, because it's bigger than just a picture of you or a picture of a product. You want to make sure that, again, that's something that your consumer can easily identify your brand by, and then you're happy with it, right? Because this is going to speak for you and your business. This is the very first glimpse that anybody see. So, That's very important.
And to kind of take that a little bit further, once you have that in place and you have an identity, you know who you are. Now this is ample time to push it and to market it and advertise it and to get it out there, get it to the people. But I feel like this is where a lot of people make mistakes, even us, because you just can't market it to anybody.
Basically, it's just not wise to market to someone who's not within your audience. So that's why it's important to know who your audience is and make sure your marketing and your strategy is geared towards that particular consumer.
Right. Build your tribe, build your community, market to them. I think that goes a long way, and that's something that we had to absolutely learn. Yeah. It's baby steps, man. No one's going to get it overnight. You have to take the time to do your due diligence. You have to take the time to do your research and apply it. Mm-hmm. So now that you have everything else in place, one of the most important parts of starting your actual business is location. Just like real estate, location. And you really have to come to an understanding of, hey, are you going to have a physical location where you actually want to sell your products? Or are you going to host and sell your products online? Huge difference. Are you going to do both? Then you really make sure that you can touch a bigger impact on your customer base when you do that. So really focus on the location. But I think one of the things that we didn't mention that's relatively important as well is making sure, and this is something that you want to list in your business plan, is making sure that you have an actual understanding of attainable goals and expectations, for your business. What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? And what time frame do you want to accomplish this? What goals do you want to hit? What's your 1 month goal? What's your 6 month goal? What's your 1 year goal? Your 3 year, your 5 year? You really have to sit down and bust that down and make sure that you actually know where you want to go and know where you want to take this. And then even have an exit strategy. How long do you want this business to run? Do you want it to run long enough to you can position other people to run it for you and you just sit back and collect? What's your exit strategy? When do you want to get out? Just a couple of things to take into consideration of how to start a business. What's up, family? Make sure you check out Bougie on a Budget. Bougie on a Budget. If you're looking for scarves, head wraps, slides, or more, check out Bougie on a Budget. That's BOUGIE on a ONNA budget. Check them out. Make sure y'all take a look below at the Black Business List. These are some of the businesses that we frequent, that we love, that we rock with. Take some time. I'm sure it's going to be somebody down there that you can show love to. They might have a particular product or a service that you may be able to utilize. So make sure you show them some love. If anything, like, follow, it's free. What's up, family? This is G with the Black Business Click, and we love the kids. So we got a special shout out and a special spotlight to this episode's child entrepreneur. Babe, who we got?
Shout out to Abstractions by DJ. Deontay Holston Jr., better known as DJ, is a 3-year-old artist out of the Sacramento area. DJ has been using his finger paintings to express himself and help his parents pay for his autism services. So shout out to DJ. He's over there doing his thing. Super duper proud of you. Continue to reach for the stars.
Make sure you guys stay tuned because right now we got Black Love. We got a caller. Caller, can you hear us?
Oh, yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. What's going on?
Hey, I just wanted to call in and give a shout out to my love.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Love is in the air. Who's that?
So his name is Tayo, and he's my little chocolate cupcake.
Your chocolate cupcake, huh? Okay, sis.
All right. Shout out to Tayo.
Yes. So, yeah, just wanted to give him some love on this beautiful Sunday, and I hope you guys are having a good day, too.
Hey, we appreciate that. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to call in and give a shout out to my lovely wife, Francine Todd. We've been together for 32 years. Wow, I love her so much. Francine is my rock. She's my support. She's everything to me. Currently, she's not here. She's actually taking my 84-year-old mom out to get a manicure and pedicure. So it's one of the many things. One of the many things that she does for our family. She's a great teammate and just a great wife. I also wanted to call just to show some support for the Black Business Click podcast. Francine and I love what you guys are doing. We love what you represent and your desire to strengthen the Black families and for Black families to take ownership of our futures. Mm-hmm. We just wanted to say, please continue your efforts in doing what you're doing. We love you guys, and we love what you're doing for the community. God bless.
That's love. We appreciate it, Mr. Caller. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Francine, she is amazing. We love her too. We love you. And thank you for your continued support. But before we go, you guys know we always got to leave you with something. And today, we really just want you guys to keep in mind the hardest part is starting. Right? The hardest part is starting. And we always quote our big brother Nip. Always, always, always. Dedication, hard work, and patience is going to be 3 things that you must have when trying to start a business, because it's not going to just happen overnight. Right? And nothing in life worth having comes easy. We got to keep that in mind. So you stay consistent as possible. And despite whatever happens, you just keep going. So remember, all those big businesses, Apple, everybody, they all started small.
Mm-hmm. They got it out to mud like we did, straight from the garage, straight from the backyard, straight from the living room. We welcoming y'all in our living room. This is where we starting at. You know, so who knows what the future holds. But like Wifey said, it's all about taking that leap. So have a leap of faith, And one of the things that we're really big on is looking at the glass half full. You know, I feel like if you have that mentality, you'll never lose. A lot of people might see it as a failure. You just take it as a learning experience and you get up and you redo it again. If that's the case, you never lose. You just keep going and going and going. You get smarter, you get stronger, your business gets better the next go around.